It's Friday, November 14th, 2025, and I'm Dave Sobel. 4 things to know today. AI projects are failing not because of the tech, but because companies don't define the business problem. The spike in AI skills testing exposes a widening talent gap. Consolidation in managed services is accelerating with new cybersecurity acquisitions, and new tools from Ignite, LinkedIn, and others show how operations are being re-engineered under AI pressure. It all adds up to one question. Are IT service providers ready to guide clients through real transformation? This is the business of tech. A recent survey by Omdia reveals that nearly a third of companies report almost complete failure of their artificial intelligence proof of concept projects, while only 9% manage to transition more than half of these projects into operational use. This contrasts with 46% of firms successfully moving over 10% of their AI projects into production. The survey highlights a significant issue. The primary reason for the failure of these projects is not flaws in the technology itself, but a lack of understanding regarding the complexities of AI deployment. Many organizations fail to clearly define business challenges that AI could address before initiating projects, leading to ineffective implementations. Additionally, only 32% of companies have identified specific human tasks that AI should supplement or replace, indicating a gap in strategic planning for AI integration. A new report indicates that the use of artificial intelligence skills testing in the workplace has surged, recording a remarkable increase of 166% over the past year. This data, derived from 3.9 million skills tests conducted globally by Test Guerrilla, highlights a growing demand for proficiency in AI encoding, with other skills like coding, debugging, and computer literacy also seeing notable growth. Walter Durville, CEO of Test Guerrilla, emphasizes that traditional hiring methods such as resumes and interviews are insufficient in revealing actual candidate capabilities. According to their 2025 State of Skills-Based Hiring Report, 71% of employers believe skills testing is a more accurate predictor of job performance than resumes. As organizations strive to bridge the AI skills gap, the focus is shifting towards more objective assessments, with 93% of candidates reportedly not being questioned about their AI skills during interviews, according to Harvard Business Review. Why do we care? AI isn't failing because the tech doesn't work. It's failing because companies don't know what they're trying to fix. Omdia says almost a third of AI proof of concepts are basically total wipeouts, and only 9% of companies actually move half their AI projects into real-world operations. Not because the models are bad, but because nobody defined the business problem. Only a third of companies have even identified the human tasks AI should touch. That's not innovation, that's guesswork. Meanwhile, hiring teams are scrambling. Test Guerrilla reports a 166% spike in AI skills testing, and employers say tests are way better than resumes at predicting performance. But here's the kicker. 93% of candidates aren't even asked about AI skills in interviews. So hiring is operating like it's 2018, while expectations are sitting in 2025. The pattern is obvious. Executives want AI outcomes without learning the tools. They're not trained, they're not involved in the workflows, and they're making million-dollar decisions from a distance. You can't outsource understanding. That's why proof of concepts keep crashing. This is exactly where IT service providers can shine, or stumble. Your clients want AI, but they don't know what that means. They need someone to tell them what problems AI can actually solve, what processes need to change, and what skills their staff need before flipping any switches. If you jump straight to tools, you're going to inherit the same failure rate Omdia is reporting. The smart IT provider is the one who slows things down. Define the problem, map the workflow, validate the human tasks, and only then talk about automation. AI advisory isn't optional anymore, it's the new line of business. This episode is brought to you by ControlMap. Growing MSPs are using ControlMap to build recurring revenue by expanding their GRC services. Starting now, ControlMap is offering a free plan for MSPs looking to get started with providing compliance as a service. Create a free account and run an assessment. Track key items like policies, risks, and evidence in one place. It's a practical way to prove value to a client before deciding to expand your compliance offering. Try ControlMap for free today Visit scalepad.com/Dave to get started. That's scalepad.com/Dave. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce has endorsed Voice over Internet Protocol, or VoIP, as a beneficial communication solution for small and mid-sized businesses. This recommendation follows an article published by the Chamber highlighting the advantages of VoIP, such as reduced costs, increased operational efficiency, and enhanced accessibility. According to the Chamber, many VoIP providers are investing in advanced analytics and automation tools that help businesses maximize their resources. Notably, over 30% of U.S. small and medium-sized businesses are already utilizing VoIP systems, suggesting a trend toward the technology. Corsica Technologies has announced the acquisition of Accountability, significantly enhancing its capacity and expanding its service offerings in AI-enabled managed IT and cybersecurity. This merger positions Corsica Technologies as one of the nation's most comprehensive managed service providers, now protecting over 100,000 endpoints. According to Corsica Technologies, this integration combines Accountability IT's expertise in cybersecurity and Microsoft services with Corsica's strength in automation and AI-driven security solutions. Chuck Vermillion, the former CEO of Accountability IT, will join the Corsica board, further strengthening the leadership team. This acquisition not only broadens Corsica's reach, but also opens new access. MorganFranklin Cyber, based in Charlotte, North Carolina, has acquired Lynx Technology Partners, a Cincinnati-based firm specializing in cybersecurity and risk management services. This acquisition enhances MorganFranklin's capabilities in governance, risk, and compliance, as well as third-party risk management. Lynx Technology Partners, founded in 2009, has 23 employees listed on LinkedIn and offers a range of services, including compliance as a service and risk operations center as a service. Eric Perimeter, Lynx's founder, will join MorganFranklin as managing director for client relations, bringing over 25 years of experience in IT and cybersecurity to the role. This acquisition follows MorganFranklin's recent purchase by private equity firm MC Partners earlier this year. Why do we care? The U.S. Chamber of Commerce just endorsed VoIP for small businesses, which is fine, but about 15 years late. VoIP is mature, and plenty of MSPs have been deploying it forever. The real problem is that the Chamber's message skips all the tricky parts: network design, bandwidth management, SIP security, quality of service. If an SMB takes this at face value, they're going to chase the lowest cost option and wonder why their calls sound like they're coming from inside a tin can. Next, Corsica Technologies continues the consolidation parade by acquiring Accountability IT, giving them over 100,000 endpoints under management. They're leaning into the AI-enabled security positioning. And sure, automation matters, but let's remember that AI-enabled is quickly becoming the new cloud-powered. The real story here is scale. Big providers are stacking capabilities fast, and smaller MSPs need to respond with focus and specialization, not buzzwords. And in cybersecurity consulting, MorganFranklin Cyber bought Lynx Technology Partners, pulling more GRC and third-party risk capabilities in-house. GRC is hot right now because regulators, insurers, and customers are raising the bar. This isn't about firewalls, it's about proving your controls work. So why do we care? Because all of this pushes IT service providers to raise their game. VoIP needs real engineering, security needs real operational maturity, and compliance needs real expertise. If you're just selling tools, you're going to get outpaced. If you're tying technology to measurable business outcomes, well, that's where the opportunity is. Ignite has announced the release of new features at its global summit, including adaptive block caching, new AI agents, a model context protocol server, and a compliance center. ABC enhances collaboration on large files by chunking them into smaller blocks for faster uploads and downloads, resulting in a reported 63% faster opening of Adobe Premiere Pro files. The MCP server allows secure connections between AI assistants and enterprise content, while the Contracts Analyst AI agent simplifies contract analysis for business teams. The Compliance Center automates the management of compliance artifacts for standards such as CMMC, providing secure data handling and reducing manual errors. Integrated Financial Technologies has launched a white label staffing program that allows managed service providers to offer customer service and technical support solutions. The program enables MSPs to monetize teams of skilled agents on a subscription basis, addressing staffing shortages in areas such as customer engagement and technical support. The service provides agents trained across various industries and utilizes an AI-driven platform for efficient task handling. MSPs can expect margins of up to 18% and the ability to contract IFT teams for both long and short-term projects. LinkedIn has released an AI-powered search feature aimed at improving how users find people on the platform. This new feature allows users to input natural language queries, such as "Find me investors in the healthcare sector with FDA experience," to locate relevant contacts more efficiently. The AI-powered people search is currently available to premium users in the US, with plans for broader geographical expansion in the future. The feature enhances the existing search functionality, which previously required users to rely on specific keywords and filters. LinkedIn aims to streamline the search process by allowing more intuitive queries, addressing limitations of the previous lexical search method. Why do we care? Well, Ignite rolled out a bunch of new features: adaptive block caching, AI agents, MCP server, and a compliance center. The standout is that 63% speed improvement on large media files. That's real, measurable performance, not any marketing fluff. The Compliance Center and Contracts Analyst Agent push Ignite deeper into automating the everyday mess of documents, contracts, and CMMC artifacts, areas where customers desperately need help. IFT jumped in with a white label staffing program for MSPs. Think of it as support desk as a subscription. You can resell customer service or tech support teams with about an 18% margin. It's a smart response to the hiring crunch, but it also carries risk. If those white label agents deliver a bad experience, your brand takes the hit, not theirs. Then there's LinkedIn's new AI search. Finally, you can use plain English instead of keyword bingo. Find me investors in healthcare with FDA experience. That kind of specificity is huge for prospecting and hiring. It's rolling out in the US first, so yes, it's a monetized feature for premium users. All three stories are aimed at the same pressure point: operations. Faster file workflows, scalable staffing, better prospecting. These tools don't transform your business by themselves, but they absolutely can streamline the grind. The MSP who wins is the one who plugs these into real processes and sets realistic expectations about what automation can and can't do. Time for some Friday big ideas. Harvard Business Review with Designing a Successful Agentic AI System. Agentic AI systems are designed to execute workflows, make decisions, and coordinate activities across various departments, presenting significant challenges for organizations. Companies often respond to new technologies with minor adjustments, yet many fail to reorganize effectively, as highlighted in a 2018 article by Harvard Business Review, which noted that numerous high-profile digital transformations falter not due to lack of innovation, but because of insufficient structural adaptation. To harness the potential of agentic AI, firms must establish workflows focused on outcomes and appoint mission owners who can guide both human and AI efforts. This approach requires breaking away from traditional silos and outdated methods of operation, enhancing the need for cross-functional collaboration in increasingly complex environments. And while I'm on that, DevOps.com with What Automation Mistakes Can Teach Us About AI. The article outlines 3 major automation errors: pursuing quick wins without a cohesive strategy, automating in siloed systems, and establishing rigid foundations that hinder adaptability. To avoid these issues, organizations must ensure that AI is embedded within orchestrated and governable business processes from the outset, thus preventing the common failures of isolated automation tools and enhancing overall operational efficiency. Inc. with Want AI adoption to actually be successful? A significant factor in the failure of artificial intelligence initiatives is the lack of training for senior leaders, who often make critical decisions about AI adoption without a practical understanding of the technology. A recent MIT report indicates that 95% of AI projects fail to deliver return on investment, largely due to this disconnect. As organizations invest millions in AI tools, executives are frequently excluded from hands-on learning, leading to fragmented execution and missed opportunities. To succeed, companies must ensure their leaders are not only tech-aware, but also tech-immersed, understanding the direct impacts of AI on operations and employee dynamics. Why do we care? Well, big ideas time, and today's theme is pretty blunt. AI isn't failing because the tech is bad. It's failing because organizations aren't built to use it. Here are your questions to consider. What business outcomes are we targeting, not what tools? If the client can't name the outcome, they're not ready for AI. Who owns the mission? Not the tools, not the project, the mission. Is there a single owner accountable for both machine and human workflows? Which cross-department workflows must be redesigned? Where does data handoff break today? Where do silos block automation? What manual steps should remain human and why? Agentic AI requires clarity on when not to automate. What governance and orchestration mechanisms already exist? If none exist, the first phase is process stabilization, not AI deployment. What leadership training is required before implementation? Are senior leaders trained enough to make informed decisions? How resilient is our workflow design? Can we adapt when AI tools evolve monthly? Do we have a viable proof of value path, not just a proof of concept? Proof of concepts fail when isolated from the real workflow. Proof of values succeed when tied to business outcomes. What metrics will define success? Is it cost savings, cycle time reduction, human error reduction? These must be defined before deploying anything. And are we ready to say no to AI projects that aren't ready? This is the single most important discipline MSPs can adopt. Are you and your clients tired of the time-consuming ticket tennis of coordinating meetings and help desk calls? Wouldn't it be better to automate this process with a tool that connects directly to ConnectWise Manage or AutoTask? TimeZest offers scheduling automation that gives you complete control of your schedule and eliminates the hassle of calendar ping pong. As the only service designed specifically for MSPs, it integrates into your workflow and makes scheduling appointments easy on you and your clients. Plus, you can try TimeZest for free. Visit timezest.com/MSPradio and use the code MSPradio to get 10% off your first year of TimeZest. Thanks for listening. Today, National Pickle Day. Well, that's a fun one. Want more from the Business of Tech? Join Business of Tech Plus for ad-free episodes, early interviews, extended cuts, subscriber-only shows, and exclusive member perks and analysis. Sign up at businessof.tech/plus. And follow this show in your podcast app, and if you're on YouTube, hit subscribe and the bell so you never miss a story. Reviews and comments help spread the word too. Interested in advertising? Head to mspradio.com/engage. The Business of Tech is written and produced by me, Dave Sobel, under ethics guidelines posted at businessof.tech. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on the next episode.
Part of the MSP Radio Network.